I was trying to play Shogun 2 co-op multiplayer campaign, but I desynced every session, so I did the next best thing. Head to head, Thrones of Britannia, because I've never done this before. And unfortunately, when it comes to doing head to head campaigns, is your co-op partner, he likes to go AFK and you just gotta sit here and wait for him. That is just part of the life whenever you're doing like a multiplayer game, because like you want to play with your friend, but sometimes friend is playing you. I was playing as Alfred, and my friend, he was playing all the way up north in Scotland. How about that? I just don't know why my flag is an awesome dragon and his was a fetus. There are a lot of things I don't understand. Like, I didn't understand how to play this game because I hadn't played it in literal years. But I was going to learn one way or another. Like, I feel that's the only way to learn a game, is to just like brute force it and just learn by fire. Because that's kind of what I ended up doing here. And I'm not coping because I got into a civil war a few turns into the game. Something I kind of like about this game is they have this family tree mechanic here, and they have like the loyalty and all that. If only it was real time like Crusader Kings, maybe that'd be pretty cool. That is kind of like my dream game, is to have like Total War battles and then like the Crusader Kings 2 campaign, but without having to launch two different games, you know what I mean? My computer is not that good. My computer is okay. It is average. Just as soon as I thought I was gonna win this little civil war, they sent 1,000,000 Vikings after me. Okay, maybe it was like a couple hundred, but if I say 1,000,000, it makes it sound like I was battling a giant army of Vikings. That's what the history books will say. Oh yeah, the rebels were killed, by the way. We executed them. They were sent to Davy Jones' locker, baby. East Anglia declared war on me, by the way, which was horrible. So now, I had to fight the Civil War. There were Vikings in the ocean, and there's Vikings in the land. And while all this was happening, the Northerners were duking it out. He gave me control of his horses, so I was kind of in control of Pony Command. Oh yeah, I guess you could say I was horsing around, man. I've kind of had like a bad vocal tick recently, where I keep talking like a 70s dude. I'm like, yeah, man, that's pretty fucking crazy, dude. Wow, man, that's just not what I would be doing, dude. I keep talking like that, and I feel like I'm gonna start talking like that IRL. I know I'm kind of like, ruining the story here about what's going on in Thrones of Britannia, but this is a cry for help. Wow, man, there's another war going on in the Highlands? It's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking wild, man. Yeah, he only had one horse in this army, so yeah, he was going through it, man. He was getting back capped or something. It wasn't really too clear on what was going on to him, but I imagine he was stoic. I just hope everyone in this battle was having fun, and that's all that matters. Well, I guess they were stoic cowards, am I right? I was having to fight like hell because there are just 1,000,000 Vikings on my border. But I had a trick up my sleeve. Yeah, everyone's banged up in this battle, but I had to fight this one because they were coming to kill me. I was like super outnumbered, so I had to fight if I wanted to live. I gave my horses to my friend so he had something to do while I was doing my battle. That's just kind of like the thing you do. You either fight as the enemy, or you give them some units if you can. Sometimes you can't do that, but that's usually what I end up doing. The AI was bugging out. They didn't really know what was going on. They're like, what the fuck? I could say this was all strategy here, but I just don't think the AI really understood what was going on, and was just attacking me with like a couple units at a time. If the AI can't handle the heat, then get out of his own kitchen. Yeah, the Northman army, they were just kind of like taken apart piecemeal. And that's okay because we won, that's alright. It's alright if they do bad. Yeah, I won. I won by a lot. Unfortunately for me, I had to fight like hell. Again. Yeah, the beginning was actually pretty difficult for me because I had to fight all of these giant armies and they had like vassals. And I'm just me. Like, I have vassals, but I don't really count on them to do anything. As you can see, the AI broke again. They don't really know what to do. And I was sort of able to just kind of like take them out one at a time because I just don't know, maybe I broke them. I mentally broke them. They really did not care about getting like taken out one at a time. But in reality, all I needed to do was give them the shove and everything works out. I hoped in one day, in due time, maybe that, maybe I just might own all of England. A Saxon can dream, alright? Dream a nightmare. They had me battling the whole world, it felt like. But it ain't total war without the total war. From here on out, after beating their big militaries, I could actually just take almost their entire country. Nothing is ever truly just simple though. There were Vikings on my lawn. And we do not like Vikings on our lawn. It was a contested landing, but we contested them pretty good by taking out their general, which shattered their army. Look at those Vikings run. Life was pretty good, but you didn't have a Viking coming in and raiding your shit and telling you that you're a loser and that you need to hand everything to him. Life's pretty good when you don't got that going on. After my conquest, the map was looking pretty good for me. Cumbria was also up to some stuff. They were killing people who just wanted to live in a city because they were evil. Well, when I do this, it's because I'm like righteous. When you own the South, all you can really do is go north and kill a couple guys, that's what you do. Well, I guess you gotta go south every now and then because a Viking will backcap you, because that's what they do. I felt so bad because down south, I kinda had like a somewhat difficult beginning, but then it became a steamroll. But up north, this dude was having to death battle every turn. I felt so bad for him. It was so much of a steamroll for me where half the map decided to become my vassal. Like, I just had vassals everywhere. I straight up ran this shit down south. There's a whole other world going on up here. Maybe I should be happy that I was down south and not up north. I mean, I had my own battles, but I had a catapult. I swear, this thing is like good and bad at the same time. I don't know how to explain it in this game. I was making my way up north. There was a bit of rapid expansion going on, which did mean that the borders over here were going crazy. Needless to say, the Northumbrians, they were in for a bad trip. The world is border gore, and we live it, we love it. And yes, there were things going on up north still. They were invading islands navally. Patriotic landing. I had to do the same thing actually. I saw that awesome landing, and then I was like, yo, I should do the same thing. Britannia is all about getting guys on boats and doing naval invasions because it looks cool. The cool factor can win you a war, trust me. Actually, speaking of cool factor, I was getting so hyped because I was about to battle the huge naval landing of Vikings that were coming. And then the game just ends because I got enough prestige. I'm crying. What could have been?